Yo, what it do? I see you, or Ross. Welcome back to another video. Right now we're going to be talking about some Infinite Warfare variants. Okay, so Infinite Warfare variants. Those of you guys that have not played Advanced Warfare, you guys are not familiar with variant weapons. You guys don't know how they work. You guys just see them as another fun addition to the game, something new. That's what you guys see them as, something new. They're not new. Unfortunately, they're not new. They are. We've seen them before. What game have we seen them in?
Who don't know about me, bitch, I'm for show with it. Don't make me pop that trunk to the left, bitch, I will go get it. And I ain't selfish, I will let you in your whole feeling. Won't catch me sipping, no Chris and got a cold billy. It's Jean Blood's A-Town, mall liquor sipping.
Ding! Advanced Warfare. That's what game we've seen them in. Did we all like that game? Probably not. We probably didn't like that game. Most of us didn't. I did. I enjoyed it. I played it. Do I like it as much as Black Ops 3? Definitely not. Definitely not. This game was fun. This game was fun. I mean, the only problem was the weapon balance was completely destroyed by variants. Now, before I start jumping into variants too deep, a lot of you guys are like, how did this kid think Advanced Warfare was a good game? I actually enjoyed Advanced Warfare. I thought the game was pretty fun, in my opinion. I did think it was pretty fun. I did play it a lot, so I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't enjoy it because that would contradict the fact of how many hours I actually put into the game. I think I'm Master Prestige 2 or something like that on that game, maybe 3. I don't know. Okay, so Infinite Warfare variants. I like variants. I think they're a fun addition to the game. I think they're cool to try to hunt down. Now, in Advanced Warfare, they added buying supply drops like a little bit later into the game. If I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong. But it was never... I could be wrong. It was never strongly advertised to buy supply drops in Advanced Warfare. It really wasn't. Honestly, I didn't remember you being able to buy them until maybe... I think it was like a whole month in, and then they added you could buy like supply drops by the pack and stuff like that. Then again, I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. But they ruined the game, okay? Variants and supply drops, they ruined the game. Now, did they ruin Black Ops 3? They didn't ruin the actual gameplay factor of it. You weren't able to get weapons you weren't able to get variants of weapons, so they wouldn't ruin like somebody having a better gun than you and stuff like that for the most part. Now, what they did do in Black Ops 3 is add supply drop weapons that weren't variants of weapons, but they were other weapons you could only get via unlocked by the supply drop. Now, when you have guns like the FFAR, even the Peacekeeper, even some of the other weapons, even the Ajax was good. Like, all these weapons some of them are better than the normal weapons that you get in the game, right? You know, it's not fair. Somebody paid money and they got a weapon that you don't have. Now, is this weapon better than the weapon you have for free? Probably. It probably is. Now, is that other weapon your other friend unlocked out of a supply drop as good as your VMP? Probably not. That's the thing. There was weapons that came out of the supply drop. Some were better than the normal weapons and some were worse. Now, the HG40, for example. Now, the CUDA is way better than it, but I ended up spending so much money to actually get the HG40 because I thought it looked cool and I wanted it, and it sucks. Okay, so that's another thing that sucks, is you could want a gun that's really good at one point, and then they patch it, and you finally get it out of the freaking black market supply drop or whatever they're going to call it in the next game, and it's no good anymore because it's been patched. It's too much of a... I mean... Black Ops 3, how much money do you actually have to use in order to get like all the weapons? Now, it's going to vary from person to person because technically it is a gamble, but I would say it probably costs most YouTubers at least $1,500 to get all the weapons. Now, I'm sure some of them got it for $1,000 and some got it for $2,000, but a good average, I'd say, is you have to spend probably $1,500 on this gambling method to get all the weapons, which is not cool. It's not cool, okay? Now, especially, I'm 20 years old. I know a lot of kids play this game. These kids don't have money like that. What these kids do is have a $5 discount. And I'm not saying this is stuff that kids are doing. I'm sure a lot of kids aren't because they're smart. But we do live in an age where kids are kind of cray. These kids might get a hold of their damn freaking mom's cards, their dad's credit cards and debit cards, and just start firing off on these damn things because they want the weapons. Nah, you know, the same thing that happens, these little kids get on, they watch these streamers on Twitch and or YouTube, and they donate with their parents' credit cards and debit cards, and it's bad. Now, this is bad for children. I'm going to jump into this topic a little bit. This whole thing is bad for kids, let alone kids playing games and shooting people. I mean, I played it a lot when I was a little kid, Call of Duty. I've been playing it a very long time. It hasn't affected me. I don't think it's okay to kill people. I know it sounds stupid, but some kids play these games and they get desensitized to the fact of killing people, and they actually somewhat get it in their brain that it actually is kind of okay to, you know, take mom and dad's gun or go buy a gun and go out and shoot people, which is not, no, that's not okay. Obviously, most of you guys should know that, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about variants, we're talking about the supply drop issue, right? So it's a problem. I mean, it's too much money. I mean, the money isn't rolling in anymore. You know, not as many people are actually buying the copy of the game. Not as many people are pre-ordering the game. So not only, you know, are we paying even more for the game this year than we ever have just to get the remastered game, which I'm happy about. I mean, when you really think about it, and this is what they want you to think, I'm sure, but a normal game, $60. You get a whole remastered Call of Duty game for $20. Now, that's not too bad of a deal, so I'm not going to really push in onto that point too much, because an additional $20 on top of the normal $60 isn't that much to get the remastered COD 4. But the issue that I have and that I really wanted to focus on in this video is mainly just the variant issue that's going to come across to us again in Infinite Warfare. I mean, I've seen some pretty absurd stuff on some of these variants, like increased shots to the nuts, increased damage when you shoot people in the privates. What else I've seen some other stuff like it switches the multiplier. So now when you shoot them in the head, it's not going to give you a headshot. You have to shoot them in the crotch in order to get your multiplier. Just corny stuff like that I don't think should make it into the game, because although it seems like a fun thing to mess around with, I really, really don't think anyone wants to have a multiplier at their crotch area. I mean, how is that fair? I mean, this can't go into competitive. Like, I mean, this is a competitive esports game at this point, and they're trying to put stuff like that in the game. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really wanted to touch on as far as variants and stuff like that. And I think one thing that I really didn't focus on in this video was just the unbalancing factor of the game that variants brings. There's going to be a lot of issues because it's not balanced, because certain people have better weapons than other people just because they were able to spend money and get lucky on a weapon in a randomly generated freaking slot game is basically what it is. This game has turned into a casino, okay? It has turned into a casino. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I see three rows of items spinning and randomly stopping on an area to get whatever item you landed on, that is gambling. Yeah, there's going to be in-game currency, but people are still going to want to spend money. It's just, it's Call of Duty at this point, guys. It's Call of Duty. It is what it is. I'm still going to buy it. I'm still going to have fun with it, but I'm definitely still going to make this video talking about the issues that it brings, having variants and supply drops in general in the game. That's where I'm going to end talking about this, guys. I'm just going to keep spinning myself up over here and getting kind of irritated about the whole situation instead, when I should be getting excited just to play the game in general. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you guys did actually make it to the end, I'd be very, very grateful if you guys could leave a like on this video, and for sure leave a comment about some of the things we talked about, some of the opinions that you have about what I think and or just what you think in general. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Let's see if we could get this video to a decent amount of likes. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.